Alright guys, here we go. Let's unbox the DR-DG600C from Dynalog. Here's the box you get with it. The box does also act as your carrying case. This particular drone does not come with its own carrying case, but the box works perfect for it. So let's open this dude up and check him out. Here we go. Oh, very cool. The manual right there on the top. I love it. Let's check this manual out. Let's open it up and see what we got in here. If we can get it open. Yay. All right. Let's see. Very thick manual. That is very cool. So we have 3 things in here. So you do get a quick start guide, and this is pretty cool. You can just kind of keep this in your pocket or in the box with the drone. And it's just a quick reference, tells you everything on the controller, how to charge it, your drone batteries, all that good stuff is in here. So that is very cool. A little quick start guide there. Then we have a caution of statement card telling you what to do, not to do, how to charge it, all that good stuff like that. It is front and back. Then we have our actual user manual. Guys, I can't, well, what was that? I can't say it enough, you guys. Don't just get the drone, charge the battery, put it up in the air, take it outside and fly it. You're gonna crash your new drone, or you're gonna run into someone or your neighbor's window or house or bush or whatever else like that. Always read the manual top to bottom. Learn everything you possibly can about the drone. You can see this manual is really well laid out too. Great illustrations in it. It's worded great, and it's really not that bad. I think it's only like what, 37 pages long, and that's counting the FCC stuff on the back. Always read your manual, guys. I say it all the time. Don't be a drone dummy. All right, time for the good stuff. Here we go. Oh, check it out. Oh, that's cool. So you can see it's really well protected in here, so you can use the box as the carrying case. I mean, you're going to have to if you want to protect it because it doesn't come with a case, but it's got some really thick padding in here. Everything is form fitted, so that is pretty cool. What do you say we get in here and check out our little accessory goodie bag here? That lid's going to fall down on me again, isn't it? I'm trying to give myself some room so you guys can see everything. So let's see what we got in here. I'm just going to dump it all out and I'll show you guys what we got. Whoa, check it out. So it looks like we get 3 full sets of screws. These are for your propellers and whatnot. So that's cool. You got some replacement screws. And we get 1 full set of propeller blades. Remember, there is an A and a B propeller. An A on the front, a B on the front, A on the back, a B on the back. Got to put the propellers on the right arm or your drone will not fly. And you can see here, each one, I think you can see that, each blade has the letter stamped on it. Don't worry about the number 1 next to it. That doesn't really mean anything. Just make sure you have A on the A arm, B on the B arm. Cool, 1 full set of those. 1 drone propeller removal tool or Phillips head screwdriver. And then we get 3 USB charging cables. You do have to use the cables that come with it to charge your batteries. I'll show you that in a minute. And then you get 1 for your, controller. It is a rechargeable controller. I absolutely love that. You're not worrying about putting batteries in it all the time. All right, here we go. Our controller. So it is a 2.4 gigahertz controller, you guys, and it does have a built-in 300 mAh 3.7 volt rechargeable battery. This is your charger port. You take the cord that came with it and plug it in and charge the controller. When the controller is charging, you'll see a little red light on right here. That light will go off when your controller is fully charged, and you'll actually have a red light on the USB cord as well. That will turn green and that light will go off. Your controller is fully charged. Charge time is 50 minutes for a complete full charge, and you probably get a good 2 hours or so out of 1 charge on it. So you won't have to charge it all the time, but hey, if you're charging your batteries up, you might as well plug it in and keep the controller charged the whole time too. It looks really good. It feels good. It doesn't feel like a cheap plastic, so I really like that. On the top we have 2 antennas, and they do spin around so you can compensate for your cell phone, which is really cool. Over here is your speed wheel. It is a 2-speed drone. You have your high and your low. You just tap it to the right for high, back to the left for low. This wheel over here does nothing at all, just for decoration. This is your photo button here. Tap it, it takes your picture. Tap this one, that is for your video, and it is stamped on there what it does as well. On the front, you have your return to home button is here. Then you have your ever so popular headless mode button. This is your power button, turn it on. You can see here your lights all light up and blink. They won't do that when you're flying it once you have it connected to the drone. This is your compass calibration button right here. Really cool, that's on the controller. You just long press that in and the drone will go into compass calibration mode and you can calibrate the compass. I'll show you that during the setup. You have your 1-key takeoff and land button, and then you have your GPS button. So you can long press this GPS button, you guys, and you can take it out of GPS mode if you want. I would absolutely recommend keeping it in GPS mode if you're flying it outdoors and you're new to drones. This is the safest way to fly the drone. If you do want to fly it indoors, which you can, take it out of GPS mode. You don't want to fly inside in GPS mode because you're going to lose the satellite signal, and then your fail-safes aren't going to work on the drone. In the middle, check it out, our cell phone holder. And I really like the phone holder. It's got some padding right here, like grips, to keep your phone from falling out, and it actually opens up pretty decent size. That's not bad at all, so that's cool. I have the Samsung S22 Ultra, and it fits in here perfectly without my OtterBox case on it. Down here is your indicator lights I showed you before. You have your power indicator light, your speed. When this light is on, that means you're in speed 2. When it's off, you're in speed 1 or low speed. It also has one here for your headless mode to let you know you're in headless mode. And then the 4th LED light here is for your return to home. When you push the return to home button, that light will come on so that you know you're in return to home. And it has, are you ready for this? Check it out. 2 grip sticks. I absolutely love a controller with the cell phone holder on the top and grip sticks on the bottom. That is really cool. I like the feel of the joysticks. They move around really well. They're kind of stiff, but not too stiff and not too loose. So I really like that, and they're comfortable on the finger when you push down on them here to move them around. So that's pretty cool. That is our controller. Nice, I like it. I cannot wait to check this thing out, you guys. All right, here we go. We're gonna close it up, and you just fold it up like so. Pop it in, you're done. Put it back in your protective box. What's next? What do you say we do the batteries next? I'll take one out. We do get 2 batteries with the drone. They are a 1600 mAh drone engine, or LiPo battery if you want to call it that. You get the included USB cable, which you do have to use the included cables, and it's really cool they gave you 2 cables. Normally they send 1 and you got to charge 1 battery at a time, and when you can't just use a standard USB type C or whatever, it really sucks that you can't charge them both. They thought of that. They put 2 of them in there. That is super cool. And you just kind of plug it into the bottom back here, charge your battery. You can charge it with a 5-volt 2-amp charger box. When you're charging it, there will be a red light on this USB port right here on the side, and when it is fully charged, that light will turn green, so you know your battery is fully charged. It does take a whopping 150 minutes or 2.5 hours to fully charge your battery. That's a completely drained battery. It's probably not going to take that long if you land the drone, you know, and you still have some battery left. But you do get 13 minutes per battery, so 2 of them, you got almost 30 minutes of flight time, right around 26 minutes. So that's pretty good, especially for this size battery. That's actually really good. That's our battery. I'm gonna pop this one back in the box here. So you can see there, they fit right in there perfect. There's our second battery there. But now it's time to check out the drone. Oh, he's really cool looking. All right, I'm gonna get this box out of our way so we can see this little dude. Very cool. I like the way he looks. It's got a very cool design to it. The arms lock into place really well. That is super cool. Yeah, look at that. They just kind of pop right in there. Awesome. Hinged propellers. It is brushed motors, so they're not brushless. But it tells you in the manual the size of the motor. I can't remember offhand, but they are actually a decent size brushed motor. It's one of the best brushed motors that you can get for the drones that they have in here. So that is really cool. Got your Dynalog logo on the front. Power button right here on the top, I meant. Got your power button. So the geeky technical info on this drone, you guys, it weighs 201 grams or 7.09 ounces, which means you do not have to register this with the FAA. So if you're a beginner, one less thing you have to worry about is registering your drone. Again, it is really easy to do. You do have to take the trust test, and it's not really a test, you guys. It's just kind of a refresher type thing that you take through the FAA. It is free, and you absolutely cannot fail it. You can keep going through it until you get all the questions right and move on to the next section. It probably will take about 30-35 minutes to do it. I'll put the link for the trust test in the description so you can click on it and you go get that out of the way. But you don't have to get your registration number and slap it on this drone. It is under the 249 grams. So that is really cool. The range on this dude is 300 meters or 984 feet. That's actually a really good range. It's going to get hard to see him when he gets a couple hundred feet away anyway. So if you're a beginner, that really is a perfect range. Now your height is limited to 120 meters, which is right about 96, 98 feet-ish, somewhere right in there. Remember, you cannot go over 400 feet, you guys. That is a big no-no. The FAA will come down on you if you do it. The FPV range is exactly the same as the controller range, 300 meters, 984 feet. That's pretty good. Now remember, that is in open air, no interruptions from cell towers, power lines, all that stuff. You're probably not going to get, oh, this looks really cool on the front here. Check that out. I didn't see that before. You're probably not going to get the full 984 feet out of it because there's always Wi-Fi signals and stuff that will interfere with it. But you'll get them pretty damn close. You should anyway. If you go out somewhere where there's not a lot of that stuff, you possibly could get them to go the whole 984 feet. Really cool. Anyway, back to this. This is really cool. These are LED lights on the front. I really like the way this looks. That's pretty awesome. Your battery compartment right here in the back. And oh, I put the battery away, didn't I? Duh. Let's put the battery in this dude so we can check it out here. Come on. So your battery just slides right in like so. And it does lock in pretty good. I usually hold it by the arm so I'm not messing up the camera. And you hear that, it clicks right in, and then you just kind of clip it out, clip it in, your battery is in. Now that weight, I told you the 201 grams or the 7.09 ounces, that is with the battery. So that is your takeoff weight. So that is cool. You still don't have to register the drone. You have your power button here. Looks like we have some breather vents for the motors to keep them cool. Pretty much the bottom right there. You got a couple LED lights that light up here. They will tell you when the battery is going low. They'll blink a certain way when you're calibrating it, all that good stuff. We'll get into that on the setup. And you got these really cool LED lights up front here. I can't wait to see these. That's going to be cool. And your 4K FHD camera. Yep, you get a 4K camera. It is adjustable. It is manually adjustable, so you cannot do it from the controller. But you can see here, it actually has a really good range to it. Pretty much straight down bird's eye view. And you can even point it upward if you want to see what's above you. That's super cool. It does have a memory card slot as well. It's right here on the bottom of the drone. It will hold up to a 64 gigabyte SD card. Just remember, guys, when you put an SD card in here, make sure you have formatted it in a FAT32 format so it will be ready to record your 4K video. Also, remember, your FPV and your pictures and your videos will be stored on your phone. Your pictures will be stored in 4K on your phone and the SD card. Your video, not so much. It will store it to the album on your phone and into the app. That's only at 720p. So if you want the true 4K video, you need to put that SD card in there, and I would absolutely recommending that. It is such a big difference. When we put this dude in the air and check him out, I'll put the camera up. I'm going to show you guys the camera, but then I'm actually going to record it, and I'll show you what it looks like versus the 720p to the 4K, and you're going to just see a big difference in the clarity and the resolution of the video. It just makes all the difference in the world. But that's our drone, you guys. Let's turn him on here real quick, and we'll check him out, and then we're going to set him up. That's cool. Green LED lights on the back. That's pretty neat. Are you ready for this? Let's check out the front. This is going to be cool. Oh, they're blue. That is super cool, you guys. Look at those LED lights. That is super cool. This is awesome. All right, I'm going to clean all this up. We're going to set him up. I'll show you guys how to connect to the Wi-Fi, get the app all set up. We'll calibrate it. I'm going to show you guys how to calibrate him. Then we'll go over the app real quick. I'll show you some of the settings and features on the app. We'll get more into the app when we put him up in test flight, because we're going to try some of the intelligent features, and we'll check this dude out and see what he can do. Let's get him set up. All right, time to set this dude up so we can get him up in the air and check him out. So you want to download the app first. It's the Dynalog Besta app. It is free on Google Play and the App Store. There is a QR code in the manual that you can scan to get to it as well. After you have your app, you're pretty much good to go, but we have to power on the drone and connect the controller. There's nothing to it really. It is actually a self-pairing controller, which is cool, so you don't have to do anything to pair it to the drone. We're just going to turn the drone on. There we go. And then we're going to power on our controller. And you'll see the lights will quit blinking like that. That's it. We are paired. Simple as that. You can see here our battery power light is on and our return to home light is on. Now this one will blink when you hit the return to home button to come home. It will blink, and I believe the controller beeps as well when it's in the return to home mode. So now we are going to calibrate this little dude. I would recommend, just always calibrate the drone, you guys. Don't put it up in the air without calibrating it. You could have just a way off GPS signal on it. All the other good stuff, it won't hover right. Always calibrate your drone first. It's really easy to do. I'm going to show you now. It's going to take less than 2 minutes to do it. I recommend doing a gyro and a compass calibration every time you land this dude and change the battery out. It's just a safe habit to get into, and again, it really does not take long at all. All right, so the first thing is the compass calibration. Now, I'm going to show you how you can do this through the app too when we go over the app, because you can do it both ways, which is super cool. That makes just another reason this is a great beginner drone. It makes it easier for you to pick which way is easier for you to calibrate it. Anyway, the controller calibration. You're going to long press your compass button until you hear a beep. There you go. Don't freak out. The lights do shut off on the drone. All of them go completely off. So now we are in the horizontal calibration part of the compass calibration. Ooh, that's a mouthful. You're going to take your drone and you're going to rotate him just about 2 full turns. It may have you go a little bit more than 2. The controller will beep and our blue lights on the front of the drone will come back on. There they go. Wow, that was a long beep. Our horizontal calibration is done. So now we are going to do the vertical calibration, and it's ready to go. You're going to want to take your drone this time. It does not matter if you hold the camera up or down, and it does not matter which way you turn the drone. You're just going to do 2 full turns again, holding the drone vertically. The controller will beep. I believe it beeps twice when this one is done. There it goes. You can see here we now have green lights and red lights. Very cool. Our compass is calibrated, and it was easy as that, you guys. So now you want to calibrate your gyros. This is what helps the drone have its hover and keep it, still when it's hovering above the ground and all that other good stuff. Gyro calibration, super easy as well. Now I found on this drone the easiest way to do this is to take both joysticks. You're going to push them to the left first and then drag them downward, and your lights on your drone should flicker really quick. There they go. Now our gyros are calibrated and we are technically good to go. So the next thing we're going to want to do now is we're going to want to connect to the Wi-Fi signal. This dude is actually emitting a Wi-Fi signal, and this is what you're going to use so you can do the intelligent features, have all your data on your app and your FPV view, your video feed. So get your phone, You're going to go to wherever your Wi-Fi settings are on your phone. I'm hoping you can see this. Tap them. Down here in the available networks, you will see it pop up. It should come up, I believe it's DR-DG600. There it is right there. You can see below it there, it says internet not available. Perfectly okay, guys. You do not need internet to fly the drone. You just need to connect to a Wi-Fi signal. You can actually even use a phone that does not have a cellular provider to it. If you had a spare phone laying around, just like this one, I don't have no provider on this phone. Now you may get this pop up as well, asking you if you want to connect only this time or always. I always hit always so I don't have that pop up. You may get another pop up as well telling you that you are connected with no internet and asking you if you want to keep the Wi-Fi signal or switch to cellular data. Keep the Wi-Fi signal. Again, you don't need internet to fly the drone. Back to what I was saying about the phone. This is my drone phone. It has no cellular provider on it whatsoever. I strictly use this to fly the drones and download all my apps and stuff onto one phone. And this is the one I take and I use for my FPV. So you don't even need a cellular provider. As long as you have a Wi-Fi connection on that phone or a tablet, you're good to go. That's it. We are connected to the Wi-Fi. So the next thing we are going to do is we are going to open the app and check out the app. Alright, so again, it is the Dynalog Besta app. I'll put a picture on the screen so you can see what it looks like. But let's go ahead and open it and we'll go through this real quick. Now the drone may shut off on me. It does have an auto shut off on it, but I'm hoping it doesn't before I can show you guys the camera. I'm going to turn it around here and then we are going to open up the app. So here we go. So this is the front of the, oh cool. Check that out. The drone is animated. That's pretty cool. I like that. Pretty neat little touch to it. That's cool. Go through it real quick. You have your media. That's where your photos and your videos will be. Your support. This is where I told you could go through and you can calibrate the drone. You can do your gyro. You can do your compass calibration and then hit begin to fly. And that will take you into the app. Now, if you calibrated it through the controller, you don't have to do that. You can just hit start and it will take you right there. Your settings button real quick. This is just a little cheat sheet of everything on the app and the controller and then some warnings there. So you have that's there too. So everything is good to go at your fingertips. Let's hit start tutorial. That doesn't do anything at all. I've tapped it. I can't get it to do anything. So let's hit start and check this camera out before it shuts off on me, and then I'll go through the app. So here you get your attention, where not to fly. Oh, we found satellite. Next, and then it shows you the app again. Hit I know, and boom. Check it out. We have picture, and it is actually a really clear picture. I'm impressed with the camera on this little drone. That is really cool. All right, I'm going to go through the app here real quick. So your camera on the top, the signal bars, that's your Wi-Fi signal strength. The green satellite, that's your satellite signals. You do have to have, I believe it's 7 or more for that to turn green, and you're able to take off in GPS mode. The next one, that's your waypoints. You can tap that. This is where you can put all your little points on the screen. Up to 15 of them, and I'll show you that when we go outside and test this little dude. He'll fly to each one in order. In the middle, we're in GPS mode. This will change if you're in attitude mode or GPS mode. It will let you know what mode you're in. The next one, this is our flight record. This actually shows you all the flights you've taken with your drone. Time, the max distance, and max altitude you went for that particular flight in meters, and it'll show you your max speed, horizontal and vertically. Cool. The 180, I believe this just flips your screen upside down. Yeah, look. So I'm not sure why you would use that, but it's there if you want to do it. Then you have your VR. You can put your phone in a set of VR goggles and fly it in VR mode. It's super cool to do. Just tap the screen, it'll go away. Over here, your settings. Now, when you get this, it may be in beginner mode. And you can see here in beginner mode, you're limited to 30 meters away, 30 meters high, and your return home height is 25 meters. Keep it in beginner mode, guys. If you're brand new to drones, say this is your first drone, you've never flown one before, it's good. That's only letting you go about 90 feet or so up and away. I would do it for about a battery cycle or even 2, and then when you're done, you're comfortable with how the drone maneuvers and flies. Just hit that beginner mode button. Boom, right there. It takes you out of beginner mode. You can slide your sliders all the way to 300 meters for your distance if you feel comfortable with that. But whatever you put it to, the drone will not go past that mark. It's like it's got a brake on it. It'll stop and it won't go any further. So slide it up gradually if you need to. It's great that it has this on here. Your flight, you're maxed at 120 meters. That's about 396, 97 feet because the legal limit, 400 feet. Can't go over it. Return to home. I usually keep mine at about 40 where I'm at here. I know that it will go up high enough and clear all the power lines and trees to make it back home to where it took off from here. Good habit to get into. Bring your drone up, look through your camera. Oh, he just turned off. It does have that battery save mode, and I didn't do anything to him for a little bit, so he shut off. But we're going to keep going. Anyway, bring the drone up, look through the camera on your FPV. When you can clearly see you're going to miss everything through that camera, look at your height and then set your return to home height to that. That way you know if the drone's 800-900 feet away and you're having a hard time seeing it, you hit return to home, or it loses connection with the controller and it has to come home by itself. It's going to go up high enough to miss everything. It's not going to hit a tree or a building or a power line. Remember, no obstacle avoidance. So all you do is hit confirm. It will save everything and you're good to go. All right, over here on the right real quick, that is your gesture box, peace sign for a photo, high five will start recording video. Then you have your self-explanatory ones here, your camera for picture, video camera for video, and then you have your album. The little box here on the bottom right, that is your real-time height and distance in meters and your real-time horizontal speed and vertical speed in meters per second. So you always know how high and how far away you are, and it's in real time, so we're going to check it out. It should be almost instant. Your drone battery level, your controller battery level, all the way to the left, your Google Maps. This you can change around. You can put it up on the screen if you want to use that. I don't know why you would. I usually leave my FPV screen open. Then you have your one key takeoff. I lost my train of thought. Did you see that? Your one key takeoff, that arrow will switch and point down when the drone is in the air to make it your one key land. Above that, your return to home. Then we have our point of interest. Well, I'm going to show you these when we go outside. I just want to point them out to you here in the app. Your point of interest is where you can put the drone over a particular object and then hit that. You can, I believe on this one, you can set it from 5 to 20 meters. It will back up that many meters and it will do a radius around whatever you had the drone over. So say you got a brand new car and you want to do it, put the drone over your car, do like a 6-meter radius, the drone will back up and it will just do a complete circle with the camera on the inside, and it's really cool. I'm going to show it to you when we go outside. Next one, track mode. This one locks onto your cell phone. The drone will follow you wherever you go. Just remember, no obstacle avoidance, so make sure you do that or any of these intelligent features in an open area so you're not running into anything. Alright guys, that's the app. What do you say we take this little dude outside, put him in the air, and we check him out and see what he can do. Let's go. Okay guys, here we go. Time to get this little dude in the air and check him out. I'm going to unlock the motors and we'll try the one key takeoff on the controller. Here we go. Wow, nice easy takeoff. Check that out. He is staying still. We got a great calibration on him, it looks like. Very cool. And now we do have a little gust coming in, and he's doing really well for not having brushless motors, you guys. I am really impressed right now with how good he's keeping himself there. That's awesome. All right, let's take him for a lap and check out the response from the controller. Good response. There's no delay whatsoever. And you can see here, we'll let him go and he will stop. Wherever you let go of the joysticks, that's it. He'll hover. That's GPS for you guys. But I really like the way he's hovering. That's great. Let's do some flybys here and we'll check out the speed on this little dude. I really like the response from the controller to the drone. It's really great. There is no delay, so that's awesome. Back him up here a little bit. All right, so we are in speed 1 right now, and I'm just going to fly him right over my head and give you guys a sense of the speed. Hope I don't crash anything. I'll move up a little closer, but this is speed 1. Nice, comfortable speed. Boy, he's really hitting that wind hard. All right, let's check out speed 1 through the camera. I'll show you what it looks like. Remember, it's not on a gimbal, you guys, so it's going to have some shake to it. But here we go, speed 1 on the camera. Not bad at all. All right, we'll get him up here a little bit, let these cars go by. I'm going to back him up some, actually, because we are going to put him into speed 2. All right, we're going to turn the wheel. You heard the beep. It actually beeped twice, so we are in speed 2. I'm going to get him down here just a little bit more, and I'm going to come a little closer, and I'll do the same thing. We'll just do a flyby in speed 2. Here we go. Whoa, speed 2 is a lot quicker. Oh, that's cool. All right, speed 2 through the camera now. Wow, he handles great. He turns really well too. I have to say, you guys, I'm really impressed. For the motors that are on this thing, he's really impressing me right now. That is super cool. But you can see him fighting the wind. That gust comes in, boy, and but he stays right there. That's great. And like I said before, guys, perfect little starter drone if you want to start flying. I'm right out my front yard flying him. You don't need a whole lot of room. Hell, if you don't have a bunch of trees in your backyard, put him up in the backyard. Wow, speed 2 is really cool. And we'll go to speed 1. That's pretty cool, you guys. Wow, I'm really impressed at how well he responds to this controller. I mean, it's just immediate. All right, I'm going to take him down the street, and let's try the return to home and see how close he gets to the landing pad. So we'll take him down here just a little bit. Whoa, boy, that wind came, but look at that, he fixed himself. That's cool. All right, I'm going to leave them backwards because I like to see if they're going to turn around or not. Sometimes they'll come straight back. Sometimes they turn around and face the camera at you. But let's go ahead and hit return to home, and I'm going to put it through the app so you guys can see what it looks like. Then I'll switch back over to my camera and see how close he gets to the landing pad. So here we go, return to home. Oh, check it out. I'm going to show you this. He's going up to the set height we did in the settings during the setup. Yeah, he's going up there. He didn't turn around, so he is coming back backwards. So I'm just going to keep it on here, and I'll show you guys. Sorry about the sunlight. So he's bringing himself down. Cool. So he's not going to be off too much. I think he's going to hit my yard more than anything. No, he's actually going to be pretty damn close. All right, he's lowering himself down. Yeah, I'm going to back him up a little bit because he's going to hit the grass. But right there, not bad at all. Look at that. The motor's shut off. He's done. We have our return to home. I'm going to put him over here on the landing pad, you guys. All right, guys, let's get this dude back up here real quick, and we'll go through some of the intelligent features and check it out and see how well they work. So I'm going to unlock him and take him off with the joystick this time. So let's unlock the motors. Here we go. Nice takeoff. Well, I like taking it off the joystick. That was a great lift off. Holding pretty still, minus a little bit of wind coming through, so that is really cool. All right, so let's get him over here, and let's check out this point of interest. The wind is picking up, you guys, so I don't know if I'll get through all these intelligent features, but I'm going to at least do this point of interest. This is one of my favorite features on the drones. So I'm going to put him out here. I'm actually going to wait for that car to go by. But while we do, let's go ahead and I'm going to lift him up a little bit more. That's cool. Let's go ahead and check out the app. All right, so we're going to hit point of interest. I'm just going to put a 5 in there because I'm in my front yard. I don't want to go too far around. All right, I say we hit done. No, we're going to confirm it. There he goes. He's backing up. And there he goes. Check it out. I'll get in the middle so you guys can see him a little bit better. That's very cool. Nice spin too. I like the speed he's doing it at. I'm just going to let him circle around, and I'll pick him back up over here. Check him out. That is really cool. And you can just hit the right joystick left or right, and he will stop. That was cool. I really like it. That's a nice point of interest on this little dude. All right, let's see, we try the follow me real quick and see how well that one works. So here we go, follow me. We're going to tap it. We're going to confirm it. He's turned. Let's see, does he follow me? He is following me. I see him turning. Whoop, there he goes. Let's see if he comes back this way. So you can see here, I'll switch to the drone. You can see him moving. As I move, he's moving. If I go toward him, he'll back up. That's cool. Yeah, he's backing himself up. There he goes. All right, let's get out of there. You just tap it to get out of it. And we're done. All right, I don't know if I want to try the point of interest, the waypoints, but let's go ahead and open it and we'll see what we can do. I'm just going to kind of do them real small ones here in the yard. So let's check out the point of interest. All right, we're going to open. I'm going to change it to 3D. I'm going to zoom way the hell in on this thing, you guys. You can see our drone. That's the little green and triangular arrow. All right, so let's see. I'm just going to have him go. We'll go here, over by my driveway, and then maybe back to where I'm at right here. Yeah, that should be good. And then back to where he started, maybe. Let's go right here. There it goes, right there. All right, we're going to hit upload and see what happens. So here we go. God, I hope we don't crash this thing. Here we go, upload. Confirming it. Here he goes. I'm just going to show you the drone. Oh, so there he goes. Going to point 2. Now he's going to point 3. And over to point 4. And he should stop and he'll be done. Right there. Wow, that's cool. That worked really good. Well, I have to say, guys, this little thing works really great. I mean, check that out. He handles great. Great response from the controller to the drone. All right, I'm going to send him up in the air here a little bit, you guys, and let's check out the camera. I didn't show you guys the camera yet, but I'll just send him up, do a little circle, and you guys can get a better idea of the camera. So let's get him up there. Wow. He goes up really nice. Remember, no gimbal on it. But it's actually not a bad picture, you guys. Again, for a beginner drone, this is perfect. Affordable, it's very reliable and very well made. Yeah, I'm impressed with it. I really like this one. As you can see on our app up there, it says low power. So let's go ahead and bring him down, and we'll get him over to the landing pad and land him before he goes into the return to home failsafe. Which if he does, he's really close, so it ain't gonna be much, but very cool drone, you guys. I am really liking this drone. This is awesome. Get you closer, you can hear those motors. Wow, it's a really loud beep, so you definitely know when the battery's going dead. Oh. All right, let's land him, get him on the landing pad. Here we go. And there we go, you guys. That's the Dynalog DR-DG600C. Let's go wrap this video up. I'll give you guys my final thoughts. Okay, guys, time for my final thoughts on Dynalog's DR-DG600C GPS drone. I would absolutely recommend this little dude for anyone that is just starting out. It's very well made. It was super fun to fly and really easy to fly. I like the way it handles and maneuvers in the air. The 2 speeds are great. I think the motors really impressed me the most, though. For not being brushless motors, this little dude handled those gusts of wind that were coming in during the test flight really well. That was really impressive. Decent 4K camera on it, perfect for a beginner. Get used to taking pictures or videos and how the FPV screen works on your cell phone. The app, definitely tailored to a beginner. Everything was right there on the main screen at your fingertips. You're not tapping this or tapping that, trying to get here, trying to get there to do this feature, do that feature. All the GPS failsafe features are in there. So as a beginner, you really can't go wrong. And very affordable for a GPS drone with 2 batteries and a rechargeable controller. $149.99 on Amazon, you guys, is not a bad price for this little dude at all. Remember, I have the link in the description. Click on it, go get you a drone, get it in the air, start flying, you guys. It is absolutely a blast to do. That's going to do it for this video, you guys. Remember, hit that subscribe and that notify button so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos, and so you don't miss your chance at winning a free drone. Have fun, stay safe out there, you guys, and remember, don't be a drone dummy.